Oh, man. Hey, buddy. Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's me, Cynical Italian. It is Memorial Day, and we are going on a little trip, if I can open the door. Yeah, you're stay inside here real fast, bud. Dad's got to clean the car. No, he's going to come out with me. Yep, let's go. So here we are. We're going to go and get the car situated and cleaned out. We had some pretty crazy storms all night, so it's a little wet out here. But yeah, I'm going to clean the car. Boy's walking on the wet grass. We're going to get loaded up and head the 2 hours south to Dallas, Fort Worth, and have a little mini vacation. Thought I'd take you guys along for the ride. Let's have some fun. All right, here we are, the Cynical family. Say hello.
All of them.
The boy's over there somewhere, back in that way. You see his head, his little mohawk. So we are on the road.
Off like a herd of turtles.
Yeah, headed south towards Dallas, Fort Worth. We're only going for just kind of an overnight 24-hour trip, but we're going to go down. We're going to do Six Flags and maybe Hurricane Harbor and maybe some other stuff around the city. And our hotel has a pool inside, so even if it does storm this evening, we can still go swimming. We're going to go adventure around in Dallas a little bit.
See what we can see.
See the things. She's never actually been in Dallas. I only quickly kind of went to the edge of Dallas. I kind of drove where JFK got shot, but didn't stop and get out or any of that stuff, and that is it. And then the two lowrider super shows that I went to are on the north side of the city. Other than that, I have not explored Dallas, and we have not explored Fort Worth at all yet. And that will be another video, because we are going to do the stockyards and the rodeo and all that crazy stuff after my parents get here. But for now, yeah, for now, I'm going to put you down and focus on driving.
Excellent.
We'll see you in Dallas. So every time I do go to Dallas, I come in here and I get me some of these chicken sticks. They're delicious. Gotta get them. What are you getting? Okay. But we're gonna get some drinks and some food and get on the road. Well, here we are at the entrance. They've opened it up since last year. There was a big building and bathrooms here that are not. Now the bathrooms are over there. There was a big building here.
They deleted a lot of stuff.
So the park just opened half hour ago. Looks like we're gonna go this way. Miss Gianna wants to do the Hall of Justice. So we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna walk through Boomtown with the boy. So yeah.
You know what one I want to do next?
What?
The little dinosaur one. Where you... Yeah.
See, and I always thought that one was boring. Yeah.
Because it's boring doesn't mean it's not fun. It's cool. Six Flags over Texas. Right there. There's a skull.
Bugs Bunny's Boomtown. That's where Nicolo gonna go ride some rides today. All right. All right, we're gonna go ride some rides. We'll talk to you guys later. First ride of the day. The girls are going in the Hall of Justice. They've got an action cam. Let's see how it looks. Girls are going on the mini mine train, and then we're going to do the big mine train. So you got a big coaster and a little coaster, and the big coaster really is a little coaster. The big coasters are outside the park, or not outside, but around the outside edges. These are the inner, smaller coasters, your starter coasters, as it were. The mine train actually is fun. It's decent. So the girls are on the little one first, and then we'll go do the big one. Bang, dang, 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 dang. We're still here.
We're going to basically be here all day.
We got to be sneaky about filming on some of the rides. So we're not going to get a ton of stuff, but we'll tell you all about the park.
Want to do Runaway Mountain with me?
Runaway Mountain.
Oh, okay. The ladies are going to go in here and try to do this one. This is a dark ride, so the camera is not going to work in there.
Let's go, G.
The ladies are headed to Runaway Mountain. It is inside that big giant rock building. It is an inside dark coaster, so you can't see anything in there. I know that there are days, there's sometimes when they run it with the lights on, but for the majority of the time it is what's called the dark coaster. We are in France section. Again, the park is not busy. We've been coming here for the last, this will be our second year. We get season passes because they're very inexpensive. It is $75. $75 for the season pass, a person, and that gets you in and out of the park every day, all day that they're open. You can come and go. And across on the other side of the freeway is Hurricane Harbor, which is Six Flags' massive water park, and it does in and out for Hurricane Harbor, also on that Gold Pass. All of our parking is free. All the rides are free in here. The only thing you pay for is your food and drink, which can get expensive. Like my wife was just saying, this bottle, I don't know how many ounces it is. It doesn't really matter. So, but this is a season bottle. This is the 2025 refill bottle. So we can bring this with us every time we come and get it refilled for free. But we got two of them, and it was $75 for those two plastic cups. But it is unlimited drinks for the whole season. So, while the girls are on that ride, the one thing that we were hoping for was that Nicolo was going to get to ride some rides this year. He came 3 or 4 times with us last year, right when he was first born. Obviously too small to go on anything. He is over 1 year old now, but they really don't have any rides for small kids. And what it really is they don't have rides that you can take them on your lap and sit with over in what's called Boomtown for the kids. Unfortunately today, and it's because there is a chance of rain and storms this afternoon, there are some rides and things that are closed, even on a Memorial Weekend holiday. But all of the ones that he can go on are closed today. So there's still a couple other rides that we're going to see if we can get him on them, because he has not done a ride yet. So we're hoping that, before the end of this season, well, which is New Year's, that he'll be able to get on something. So, but yeah, like I was saying, your season pass gets you all year. It's not just the season is from January 1st to December 31st. So, and in October they do a huge Halloween thing here, where it's this big massive haunt. They turn the whole place into a big haunted house, and it's a lot of fun. There's no blackout dates with your Gold Pass. During November and December, they turned it into a giant winter wonderland and Christmas time and have all kinds of special events. And all of that is covered with your Gold Pass. So, hell yeah, Six Flags for $75 a person. You come here twice, and every other time after that is freebies. So, yeah, it's worth every penny. The place is awesome. It's big. It's never crowded. I haven't been here when it's been so crowded that I was like, oh God, we can't ride anything. It's not. It's an awesome, big amusement park. The water park gets pretty busy, especially into the summer. But the amusement park, Six Flags itself, I've never been here where it was so busy that I don't want to be here. And I felt that way when I went to Disneyland and to Universal. So, yeah, Six Flags. This is Six Flags over Texas. This is the first one. There are some old coasters here. There's some big giant coasters I haven't done yet because my daughter's not ready to ride them. But I'm hoping we're going to get her on. So, yeah. They should be coming off. We're going to go find some more rides. Like and subscribe. We got a lot more to do this next 24 hours. We're not doing just Six Flags. We're going to go down into Dallas too. We got lots to do. So, stick around. Keep watching. We found a ride. Nico gets to go on his first ride. as you can see, the clouds came in and they opened up. We now have thunder and lightning.
And we're soaking wet.
We're soaking wet and rain, and we didn't ride any of the wet rides.
We definitely should
We
have.
definitely should have. All right, so we are gonna leave Six Flags, go get something to eat, and then go to Dallas.
Yay.
So one of our stops, we are at Crown Hill Cemetery in North Dallas. And we are looking for the infamous Bonie Parker. If you don't know who Bonie Parker is, look her up. You have all heard of Bonnie and Clyde. This is Bonnie. That's who we're looking for.
My mom really didn't live much past her.
Nope, so we found her. The infamous Bonie Parker.
Walked past her a couple times.
She is buried, her mother was buried next to her 10 years later.
It looks like a really new headstone.
The mom's?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is, the mausoleum is right there, straight over. But this is where we are. Right by Love Field. But yeah, there's Bonie Parker from Bonnie and Clyde fame. So yeah, we have done this in the past. We went to
Bruce Lee.
Bruce and Brandon Lee's grave and Jimi Hendrix. So now we've done Bonie Parker. We're gonna get back on the road and go find Clyde. Let's go. Okay, we are now in West Dallas, about 11 miles south, and I guess right up there, this cemetery does not get taken care of at all. At all. Like, it doesn't look like anybody's taken care of this cemetery in a long time. But you cannot drive into it. Like, I'm gonna show you the entrance. Like, when you look right here, everything's all, it's all super overgrown. Western Heights Cemetery. Even the entrance, like, this is the vehicle entrance. But they don't let you drive in here. You can't drive in. They close that off. Enter at the corner. But like, they're so bad. There's pink ropes and stuff everywhere. So this is the corner of Fort Worth Avenue and Neal Street. Don't mess with Texas cemeteries, it's a crime. So there's a lot of stuff roped off that I saw. So it has not been taken care of because there is what's called a mowing hiatus is in place, creating a wildflower habitat. Sponsored by the Texas Historical Foundation. I'm gonna tell you, this cemetery is crazy old. They have come through and done, still got mud on my foot from Bonnie's grave. So, Elizabeth was doing some research on our drive here from Bonnie's, and I guess, so I always knew they were not buried together, that they were buried apart. she was actually buried somewhere else first, and then moved to that cemetery that we were just at because of vandalism. But let's see what this says here. (1850s). Originally known as Trough. It was formally dedicated in 1881 to be a graveyard forever. Yeah. So anyways, Bonnie's mother hated Clyde. Hated him. And so her comments were that he had her in life, he will not have her in death, and would not allow Bonnie to be buried with him. But I guess what my wife says, that he's right here, that Bonnie's niece and Clyde's nephew have been trying to get Bonnie moved so that she can be over here, probably right in that spot right there, to be with Clyde. There you go. May 23rd, 1934. Again, if you don't know who I'm talking about when I talk about Bonnie and Clyde, look them up. Do some research. Watch the shows. I'm not really sure that I put the blame on this guy as much as I put the blame on Bonnie. It's kind of a tough one. But there he is, right back there. None of us were there. We don't really know, right? So who was the instigator? Who was the real crazy one? Was it Bonnie that influenced Clyde into going out and doing these things? Or was it Clyde who was criminal mastermind and took her away from her family and drug her into a life of crime that ended in a horrible shootout death? I don't know, hundreds of bullets. I've seen the car in real life. I'll put a picture. So yeah, they were found. SWAT teams, police, all that stuff, 1934, and massive shootout. And you can see that the police didn't spare any bullets taking these two out. So that's what it is. It's a pretty cool thing to see. Yeah. Again, Western Heights Cemetery in West Dallas. And that was the gravesite of Clyde Barrow. So yeah, sweet. Let's move on to the next stage of our little getaway. pool. We're gonna do some swimming. Well, good morning. We're watching out in the middle of nowhere to see if my daughter can find the car. There she is.
Yay!
She's a big girl now. She got to the car all by herself.
Second try.
Took 2 times. But she got it. She's got her spray. She's locking the car. And watch, she's not going to look for traffic. Not at all. She did not look once. She just ran for it. Ugh. Well, good morning, our Cynical fans. It is Tuesday morning. We are in our hotel. Yeah, it's the storm is kind of gone. We've still got a little bit of lingering clouds. It's kind of cloudy, but there's a chance of a shower here in the next hour or so, but then it's going to be dry the rest of the day. So we're going to get some food. I think I hear somebody tapping at the door. I think that's the daughter. She has returned from her excursion, her great adventure. One thing we didn't film, there was some pictures last night from dinner. We ate at Jimmy's Burgers, and I want to say that at first I thought about doing a food review there, and I almost wish that we would have, because it was delicious. It was real beef patties, real meat, no processed something. It was raw burger that somebody smashed into a patty and squished onto the fryer and cooked up, and they were well seasoned. It was really good. So Jimmy's Burgers in Grand Prairie. It was really kind of, it could, if you think you're going to a fancy place, it's not for you. It really is been there for a long time, kind of run down in a not great looking part of town, but the food was excellent. Absolutely delicious. And really those dive shacks usually have the best food. And so Jimmy's Burgers, Grand Prairie, chicken out. Now, we didn't get to do much last night because the storm and the rain really took over the evening. So we just kind of came back here to the hotel and swam for quite a while, and then came up to the room, watched some TV, and went to sleep. It was a long day. Now, the one thing that I will tell you is that Mr. right there, yeah, that little guy, didn't have a great time. I would say that it's his first time not sleeping in his own bed, but it's not. He has made trips.
He didn't sleep well on those trips either.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep well not in his bed in his regular surroundings. So last night was a toughie getting him to sleep, but
Our children are creatures of habit for sure.
Yeah.
Every
So
time one of us made a noise, he just.
there you go. Just like that. So, what are we doing on day 2? Well, it's beautiful. The wife does not have to work tonight, so we are not in a rush like we originally thought was going to be on this trip. So we are going to go right there to that building in them trees with the blue roof. If you know what restaurant has a blue roof, then you know where we're going.
It's one of Gianna's favorites.
Yeah, one of Gianna's favorites. We're not saying what it is yet. She'll see when we get there. She hasn't caught on yet, so.
It's too early for that.
Yeah.
I already remember where that is, but I forgot the name.
There you go. So, once we're done with that, I think that we're going to drive over and kind of drive around the 3 stadiums and tell you a little bit about, well, you got the big, giant, crazy AT&T Stadium for the Dallas Cowboys, for all you Texas fans out there. But then when you look over that way, you have 2 stadiums. And there's a story behind those 2 stadiums on why there are 2 massive, multi-million-dollar baseball stadiums literally across the street from each other. And the story behind that's really kind of stupid. Giant waste of money. But I'm going to get changed. We're going to get dressed. We're going to get ready. We're going to go to the blue roof have some breakfast, and then we'll go wander. And then we are going back to Six Flags and riding more rides and having a good time. Say hello, crazy hair.
Hi.
All right. Later. So here we are at Jerry Jones World. AT&T Stadium. Home of the Cowboys. And this monstrosity of a building. It's big. This is AT&T Plaza. As you can see, I don't know what they've got going on in there right now, but I do know that, so like gift shop is literally right down over there, where just right down there is the gift shop. But I don't know that you can do this with other stadiums, but with AT&T Stadium, you can literally come and pay to take tours of the stadium. Now, I suppose if you were a Cowboys fan, that would be something you'd want to do. I am not a Cowboys fan, so it's not something that I am going to do. But it looks like this is your main walk, your main courtyard up through the trees. I'm not going to go walk down around there. But then this is what would be the east side entrance. And then there's the other entrance, obviously, on the west side. So there's the big ends, and those doors all open. That whole face of the building opens up on both ends, both sides. So yeah, old AT&T Stadium. Yeah. The only time you'll ever catch me inside there is if my Seahawks are playing here. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's go check out the next one. So, stadium number 2. This is Globe Life Field. This is where the Texas Rangers play. As you can see, Cowboy Stadium is over there. This is Texas. The whole roof opens, and it'll open up the park. We can't get a whole lot closer than this today because there is a game. But it really is kind of a big box, ugly building. Probably won't open the roof today, but this is Globe Life Field. Now I'm going to go show you the original Globe Life Park and tell you a little bit about why this building even exists. And they built an ugly building compared to what they originally had, in my opinion. But let's go see the original Globe Life Park. So we'll actually do this one as a drive-by. This is the original Globe Life Park. It is absolutely beautiful. It's now called Choctaw Stadium. But this place is amazing, phenomenal, absolutely gorgeous. They spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to build this place for the Texas Rangers. And to me, worth every penny. Problem is that then they started playing their first, I think it was even in the first season, and everybody said, oh my God, we can't play here. There's no roof. It is too hot. We can't play in an open roof stadium. Everybody's dying of heat. We can't make it. This isn't going to work for us. And so hundreds of millions of dollars wasted on a beautiful baseball field, and so then they just moved across the street and built that ugly chrome box thing that is just nondescript, nothing pretty about it, and didn't tear down Choctaw. And so there are minor league stuff that happens there and other things that happen, but when it comes to the Rangers play across the street in the big ugly building with the roof that opens if they want it to. But it was cheaper to purchase the property across the street and build a completely new stadium than it was to try to figure out how to put a roof on top of the ballpark. So, there you go. Idiots at their best. We are back at Six Flags. That's right, Six Flags is right next to the stadiums. And no, I didn't forget to put batteries in my fire detector alarm. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. I know. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Anyways, so we are going back into Six Flags because the weather's nice. So we're going to do a bunch of rides again today. What you're looking at is the Roy Roger. Is that the name of it? The Old Roy. It's Roy something. But this is the original roller coaster for Six Flags over Texas. And it really is a fun coaster. But it's the original. We're going to go on a ride on this one today. But right now, we're going inside. We'll talk to you later. So we are here at the park. It is busier today than yesterday for sure, and yesterday was the holiday, but I'm going to tell you that because of the storms, people stayed away. And like I said, the whole park had to close at like 2 o'clock yesterday because of storms coming through. But now we're open. The park is getting busier and busier. Mr. Nicolo has done the log flume ride twice already. Gianna has made friends, and she's right down there driving a car. Miss Elizabeth is off getting drinks somewhere, taking forever. I'm not sure what is going on with that. But I'm waiting for her to come back because then I'm going to go jump on the Texas Giant. That sucker right there, you're about to see the car come straight down. Right there. Yeah. I'm going to go give that sucker a shot. I haven't done it before, so I'm going to go ride it. But literally, I do not know what's taking so long for her to get drinks. Huh. Alright, so I did the Texas Giant. It's super tall, super fast, really fun. No queasy moments, but it's no joke, I'll tell you that. That coaster's a real coaster, boy. Didn't make me sick, but definitely was one to remember for sure. So, anyways, it is really hot and moist today. So we're going to take off. We're going to head out of here. We got some more stops to do, and then we're going to head home. It's been a great trip. And, thanks for coming along with us. We'll see you on the next one. Cynical Italian. We're out from Six Flags.